Welcome back to the channel, guys. First, we want to say thank you to our sponsor, www.cfmotousaparts.com, discount code capital redneck, or currentrv.com. Big shout out to them guys for making what we do possible here on the channel. We're going to talk about pros and cons versus gas versus electric push mowers. So first, we're going to go with the cons of a gas mower. A gas mower can sit well over winter, and come next season it doesn't want to start. You got to clean carburetors, you got to change the oil, you got to store gas, you got to keep your gas fresh all the time, you got to change spark plugs, you got to do all of that stuff. That's really all I can think of for the cons. Now the pros, they have the power to chop down them thick weeds and just get through that rough tall grass. They can be self-propelled, they can propel themselves, they take almost no effort to move around or do any of that stuff. We already know, basically, we've all been around gasoline lawnmowers all of our lives. This video is going to be more focused on the electric. Should you buy an electric mower? And the answer is simple. It's yes and it's no. It just depends upon the person. If you're somebody maybe elderly, you can't pull that pull start rope on a gasoline engine, you don't want to fiddle with the gas, you don't want to do all that stuff, but you're capable of doing a little trimming alongside your property. You're capable of getting out there, and you want to get out there and you want to do something. Well, the electric mower is just as simple as slapping down a battery and pushing it. It's easy to push. Some of them are self-propelled. Now there will be a link down in the video description as to the one that we have here, and we seem to like it. It works really good, and it seems like it also has the power to go through the tough grass. We let our grass grow for a few weeks just so we could do this video for you guys, and it's cutting it very, very nicely. We have really bad grass, like it's mostly weed. We have just horrible grass here, and it clogs mowers and everything else, and it seems like it's doing a really good job, and it's very quiet, so that's definitely a pro. Now as for a con, I would say for the electric mower is the batteries. The batteries only give you about 40 minutes of run time to cut your grass. So if you're somebody with a larger yard, having one of these aren't for you. But if you just have a small space to cut, such as a front yard, a side yard, a backyard, a campground, maybe you have a lot at the lake, maybe you have a cabin in the woods, and you don't want to store gas, you don't want to fiddle with gas just to mow for 5 minutes out of a week, then the electric one will be for you. If you're somebody that has a little bit bigger, we'll just say a city lot. We all know about what city lots are. An average city lot, then this mower would actually be for you. It's quiet, it's very quiet, it's very light, it's very easy to operate, and you just kind of enjoy it. Actually, it was really quiet. My wife is standing here on the other side of the camera, and she's nodding her head like this. Yeah, it was quiet. What do you think of it?
I thought it was really cool.
Come on over here.
I thought it was really cool. It was really quiet. I couldn't believe when he started it up, and then he started going with it. It was nice.
And how good it's actually cutting?
Yeah, it cut really, really good.
Yeah, it cut really good for being an electric mower. You can't beat it. It's a Greenworks mower, and we got it at a good price. Again, the link will be down in the video description below. I would say another con would be somebody who has like a lot of dips and stuff where it's going to be digging into the dirt a lot. So that's also going to run down the battery and could also damage the motor. It could also damage a gasoline motor too, but it ain't going to run down the battery. The gasoline motor will just power it. Like us, we have some dips, and sometimes we get little chunks of dirt and sticks and all that stuff, and it kind of, I don't know, it went over them, but it didn't like it. You could definitely tell that it did not like it. Another pro would be storage. Storing this thing is much easier than the average gasoline push mower. So it stores away real nice in your garage or Maybe you don't have a garage, but you have a porch that you store your mower on. You can fold it up and just kind of stack it there. It folds up real nice, and it's light to carry, unlike a gasoline push mower. And it'd be real heavy and kind of just hard to handle without it being on the wheels. This thing is super light. Even the battery isn't that heavy. I mean, it's heavy for a battery, you know what I mean, for a power tool battery, but overall we like it. It's a 40-volt lithium ion, and like I said, guys, it seems like it gives you 40 minutes of run time with it, and it cuts super smooth. So I know you're thinking, is going electric for you? Well, I didn't think it was for me, and then I got it, seen a good deal, and I had to get it, so we got it. And you didn't hear us from me, but I kind of like it. You didn't hear that from me, because I'm kind of like against the EV stuff to a point. I don't think EVs belong in cars, but lawnmowers maybe, weed eaters maybe. I mean, this thing does pack a little punch for what it is. You didn't hear that from me. So I think I'm gonna get used to this mower and start using it a lot more. Hey Christopher, you're mowing today. See, I told you I was gonna start using it today a lot more, and the sun will be helping me out. We're gonna use it a lot, yeah, a ton. So would I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend that if you have a big yard, but do most of your mowing on a riding mower, but you have those sections where you got to trim, like alongside your house or flower beds or whatever? Yes, I recommend it for that too. Or if you're not poor like me and you can afford a second battery and you want to push mow a big yard, you're a brave soul, but go ahead and buy that second battery and push mow it, because this mower actually has spots for 2 batteries in it. One goes to like the electric hookups, but the other one is like backup, so you can have it with you and just swap them. So that's really nice. We won't be purchasing a second battery because it'll suit us just fine. We usually use a riding mower back here, but we have a lot of spots where we have to trim, and I feel like that's just what we're going to use it for. And that gas mower, it's not really broken. I just did that for video, but it is wore out. It is a very well wore out. It's had a lot of miles put on its little plastic wheels. It runs good, but we got the drive cables broke, so you got to manually push it. The wheels are flopping on it. I could fix it and, you know, have it as a good mower, but I think it's just time to either sell it cheap to somebody who needs a mower that runs and it really mows good. But I have to say though, I have had to clean the carburetor on it about 4 or 5 times over the years, and that's 4 or 5 times more than I'd like to have to mess with when I'm real busy and trying to mow the grass. So I think battery operated, it's real hard for me to say this, but it is help me out here, what's that word I'm trying to say? It is the way of the future. I got it out, kind of, except for in the cars. I'm not a fan of it in the cars because I don't want to carry battery packs on trailers or generators. But yeah guys, I hope you guys tuned in and liked this channel, and make sure you click that subscribe button, click that like button, and if you'd like to see more on this mower, show it to me by hitting that like button and leaving comments, and we'll definitely give you a little bit more. Maybe we can abuse it a little bit and put it through the test. Maybe I could find an empty lot somewhere with like some 6-foot tall weeds and just see what we can hammer down with it. Because I will say it's quiet, but what I did notice is when we got into like a little bit of thicker grass, because my grass is thin, thick, it felt and sounded like it ramped up a bit. Did you notice that? It was like
yeah, I noticed that.
And so I think it felt like an amperage draw type deal, and it gave the motor more power to power through that, which is a good thing. That helps with battery life, because it was like no effort at all. Now this ain't the tallest grass on the planet, but we let it overgrow for 3 weeks purposely just to do this video. We've been patiently waiting to do this video. So electric is the way of the future, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out and God bless.